What's up, guys? Welcome to this week's episode of Merricks Garage. If this is your first time to my channel, I want to say thank you for checking it out. I've been building the truck behind me for many years and documenting as much as I can on my channel. So if you're new, you got some catching up to do. For those of you who have been here before, you know what I'm doing. You know what time it is. Fortunately, it's almost complete. I need to throw some fluids in it, start it up, and make sure that it doesn't kill me before I head out to King of the Hammers. I hope to see a lot of you guys out there. Give me a wave, give me a yell, track me down. I'd love to meet you guys. Meanwhile, take a look at this video. It will catch you up to where I am right now. And also, I have some stuff down in my Amazon store that I'm sure I'm going to get asked about. I built a hatch for the gas tank, fuel pump access, and all kinds of cool stuff in this one. Give me a like, give me a subscribe, throw me a comment. You know the drill. Let's go get it. Merricks Garage. Everything is buttoned down and ready to go. The rock lights are all in. The wiring is done. The plumbing is done. The drive shaft's back. Oh, it's been a busy couple of weeks. I'm happy to report that things are looking good, though. As long as this thing doesn't explode when I drive it, which could happen. The fire extinguisher will be handy. For whatever reason, today I've hit a wall. I got a couple weeks left before Hammers. Oh, yeah, not really. But man, today I feel worked. But I still got a list to get through, so I need a rally. This thing is, Now keep in mind, I'm going overboard on a lot of this stuff. This isn't just linking the rear end. That's fairly simple. The frame build, the harness, tying it in, electrical, paint, all that stuff is extra time, extra work, and extra projects. And that's been slowing me down. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take a hard look at my list, identify what is mission critical, what would just be aesthetic and kind of nice to get done, and then obviously start on the mission critical stuff. And out of the mission critical, I'm going to break it down into what can I bite off in one day. Today, I think I'm going to focus on getting all the reinforcements done on the frame, getting the links to land. No, not doing the links. That'll be another day. Today, I'm going to focus on just the frame, getting the frame buttoned down, getting everything burly, and finishing up all the welding. Let's go do it. Okay, I got to stop right here and just show you guys what I welded. And I am totally bragging. Because if you watch my first video I ever did, I think it was on it's either on a bumper or a roll cage, and my welding sucked. Check this out. Yeah, I just did that. I just laid down those welds. I can't freaking believe it. I'm pretty fired up on that. That's the best I've ever welded. And it's gonna be in a visible spot, which is even cooler. Okay, back to work. So here is the next piece to go in. Now, I know it looks pretty cool, but this is not that strong the way it's burned out. I chamfered both the edges, but these are just little tiny spot welds. And that's why, I mean, I'm getting good heat on them, but I wouldn't trust this thing. That's why I'm putting those triangle gussets on. I just finished up one of the support pieces. It's gonna tie the cage to the frame, and it's probably, no, it most definitely is the best welding I've ever done, and I gotta show it to you. I gotta brag some more. Let me have this moment, okay, guys? It's the little things. So this is gonna be tying into the frame. So I've got this welded on here. This is what's gonna patch to the frame. But check that out, dude. I can't believe it. I don't even need to grind this. Maybe a little bit. But you get the idea. So this is gonna go underneath one of the plates. Still hot. And right over onto the frame. So it's gonna go right here. Right like this. Okay, a lot of you guys asked about the Steelit and welding capabilities. And to be honest, the first time I tried it, I wasn't that impressed. It popped it was like I had dirty metal, which shocking. But I'm pleased to say you can weld through this just fine. So I have, I mean, that's through the steelet right there, as is that guy. So I'm gonna run the bottom bead right here and I'll bring you guys back in afterwards. But you can see it's not really prepped at all. This, in fact, I shouldn't be welding this. This is bad. But I'll do it for you guys. I know that welding is obviously going to be better when you got pure metal, down to just pure metal, nothing on there. But in a pinch, you can definitely weld through steelet and it comes out just fine. Here, let's talk, more show. But that's through the steelet. Now, would I've prepared this? Yeah, but the answer is yes, you can weld through steelet and it does just fine. If I had $1 for every time someone asked me why I have a hole in the floor, I'd have like $6. But the truth is, this is huge when it comes to getting to your gas tank, and particularly your pump and sending unit, which can go bad. And if you've ever had to replace them, you'll know that it's quite a bit of work to drop the tank. This just gives you access to the tank without all the drama. And that makes it look good. Stoked on this. Let's bolt this guy in. So this guy did not come with any hardware, but that's not a big deal. I am a big fan of these cap head bolts, as you guys know, and with some nylocks and washers, these will be perfect. These are a metric 12. That looks to be a 4 mil head, and they're a little large. I may see if I can drive them in for extra fixation, but I'm probably just going to buzz them out with the drill bit. This is what it looks like right now. Let's get the tape measure out and I'll measure so you guys know where I cut. And obviously the hole does not need to be this large. This is way overkill, but I just wanted something that would fit. Now keep in mind, my gas tank is not going to be in the stock location because that axle is about 4 inches back. But 9 inches. 9 inches. It's almost like I planned it. Yeah, so yesterday was gnarly. And this morning was pretty gnarly, but I think those are two of the last really heavy fab and physical, just physical breakdown stuff I've done. I did the gusting for the cage. I tied the roll cage to the frame. I built a little L bracket for it. What else? Hit it with another coat of steelet. And then this morning, so far I have pumped all the gas out of my gas tank using a differential fluid thing. That took forever. Like I said, work harder, not smarter. And then I just did all the links. So everything has been torqued and Loctited, and I now just have to fill them with grease. So you can see here, I'm putting this tamper tape on everything. All of these guys are done. I've just got to pack them, but everything's in. And pinion angle is looking good. I'll show you guys that in a second here. But this is the bracket I built last night or yesterday. Right here. I'm building a bumper. That's the last part of this. I got my wiring done yesterday in the back. Everything's tied in, welded in, burned in. I got to go back over the front frame a little bit. I got to connect the wiring. I got to put the gas tank back in, but I built the brackets for that yesterday. And check this out. This is going to be the beginning of my rear bumper. And my buddy Elijah at Nocturnal Welding made these Merricks Garage little tab standouts. So bitchin'. Yeah. And once again, I'm getting better. Welding is all about practice, I guess. Or dumb luck. But let's finish this guy up and get it mounted. So I got the bracket mounted up. And I'm just getting some tube ready. I don't have enough 1.75 120 wall, but I do have 1.5 that I can slug the few pieces I have left and then rosette weld like I did right there. Let me show you what I mean. So I gotta stitch all these pieces together. Now this is not going to be anything structural. It's basically just it's a quick bumper for the rear end so that I can get on the road. But what I do, this guy is already welded and fixed in. I've already cut a hole on, or drilled a hole over here. I just sleeve this, burn it in, and now I got one big piece. So I'm gonna complete this whole section, and then we're gonna throw this up and tack it in place. And then move on to the next part. Always forward. It's the quick wrap bar. And what you're gonna see is, I don't know if you can see these right there. This is where the gas tank comes up, and those two square tube off the main cross member up at the top is where it ties in. And yeah, this came out good. It's all tacked in because I'm not really sure where it's gonna end up, but at least it's something. It's something. I had to get something to deal with the potential conflict. I don't want to back into something and just destroy this quarter anymore. This is obviously going to get built off of considerably. But it gives you a rough idea of where we start. You can see how many times I had to slug this thing. Slug right there, slug right there, right there, and right there. But super happy with how it came out. Gas tank is getting ready to go back in. It's just getting painted. Yeah. Progress. Whoa, buddy. Really close. Really close. Drive shaft is back. It's gonna get installed. Then I can check pinion angle and drive shaft angle and clearance on the cross member. Those are 3 unknowns. Get the gas tank in. I got all the plumbing coming, but I'm gonna get the gas tank in, mount the fuel pump, hook up the electrical. Oh, that's about it. That's kind of weird to say, but let's roll onto the truck and get this thing in. I have cleaned the gas tank thoroughly. It's empty inside, finally. And you guys remember, I drilled this little hole right there to enable me to get everything out, and now I've just got to weld it closed, grind it down, and paint this thing. The joys of working alone. Time to install my gas tank. This should be easy. Said nobody. Let's turn this off so I can throw a pity party and throw tools around. Of course, I couldn't just go in. This is the stuff that makes building trucks not fun. Part of the reason I've been so nervous, even though I'm getting really close, is there's just a lot of unknowns when it comes to plumbing. Master cylinder to proportioning valve. Each one of the output and inputs is a different size. And then my fuel lines, I'm trying to adapt AN fittings to the regular hard lines on here. Yeah, and I have a lot of Russell stuff. But here's where I think I'm ending. Return line. Now, this is my pressure line. So this is where I am a little concerned, but I have this fitting that mates with this guy like so. And this guy goes in the middle. So I'm gonna cut this ear off right now and pull this guy off and make sure that this works. Wish me luck. It's really happening. I gotta hook up a couple more things on the fuel line and then I need to start it. The brakes are all plumbed. I need to bleed those. I need to get the exhaust done and I need to just go through it once, but it's hard to say. I'm almost finished. So I'm gonna give you guys just a blast through it so you can see where we are. Okay, start to the back. You see I just threw this quick bumper on. Once again, I want to point out these awesome little tabs that my buddy at Nocturnal Welding made that say MG, Merricks Garage. I'm fired up on that. Here is the rear end. Tailgate down. Here is my fuel pump. Sending unit, gas tank. That's got to get all dialed, but... And then gas tank is in. I'm happy with how that came out. Everything's plumbed on the brake lines. Differential is filled. Then coming along under here, see the drive shafts back in. Yeah, I'm really stoked. But I think this has put or taken years out of my life. One of the two. I'm beat. My knees hurt. I'm tired. Whew. But it's worth it, right? Yeah, it totally is, trust me. I got a test for you guys. What do you think that's gonna be? It's really thin, and I'm not gonna have it done today, but it is part of the project, kinda. Let me know what you think it is down below in the comments. This should be interesting. I'll let you guys know later on.